I was surprised I had that lane. When I got the post, I took off downhill. Paul Reed did a great job of kind of going back and blocked it and got the rebound and, found the next open person, and DJ was right there and got a good look. Just didn't go in.
Great look. You look at this game, down 10, a minute and 25 to play. At the end of the day, great look to win the game at the end. What does that say about it?
Well, I think, we're always going to give ourselves a shot, but, and I don't mean to say this in a harsh way, but we kind of deserve to lose this game just based off of how we started. We came out as if, one day we're going to lay down and let us just continue to do what we do. But I think also, we just didn't, put forth effort, especially defensively. Offensively we got what we wanted, but, we didn't come out the right way. And, basketball guys don't reward you, for that. So, we've learned from it. We've been playing great basketball. This is nothing to overreact to and get upset at. But I think the biggest thing is just coming out with the right mentality. We hadn't done that in months. You know what I mean? So, it's okay to have a blip on the radar, but, for us, it's continuing to sustain that and not getting, bored with success. And I think, we did that at the start. Second half, we came out ready to go, and then they got hot. They got guys that can get going. And, we're always going to give ourselves a shot. We were right there, but ultimately, that's what happens.
You mentioned the not getting bored with success. Is that what you attribute, I guess, the slow start a bit to?
Yeah, for sure. I think, we just, there was a possession I can think of that pissed me off was when KJ Martin, took 2 steps and I just looked at him, and just went back and stared at the ball. He gets the rebound, they lay it up. You know what I mean? Those possessions don't happen, if we're attentive like we have been. Those can't happen. Little things. They had 20 points in the paint after the first quarter, I think it was. So we're getting beat, and then it's forcing the bigs to be late. It's all in all of us, and I think those are the things that we can control, we can fix. And then when you allow teams to get hot, their confidence builds, and we get to a fourth quarter, we're in a dogfight. You know what I mean? So it's a learning lesson. We'll build from it, and we'll be fine.
What was your view of Darius's 3?
I'm right under the hoop. Ish, you know what I mean? So I turned around and watched it. I thought it was cash, but, it's a great look. You take that, 10 times out of 10. Love that he got the look, and, it's going to come back to him for sure.
I know you're somebody who is so focused on team success, but when it comes to any MVP conversation, it's been SGA, it's been Luka, it's been Jokic, it's been Tatum, it's been anybody but you.
Yeah.
What do you think you have to do to get back in that conversation?
I mean, frankly, I think it's just based off of last year's playoff performance. That's basically what I think it is, which, I don't. You're good. No one's asked me this. So I think it is what it is. I'm going to continue to be who I am for this group, but I think it's a product of our team as well. We're not getting that recognition, that level of recognition, because of the way we finished the season. So ultimately, at the end of the day, they don't put my name in there. They don't want to. I'm just going to continue to play at the level I'm playing. But I feel like I deserve to be in that conversation. I feel like the work shows for itself. I'm not one to go out there and vocalize and go out there and just do it. But ultimately, it's not up to me. At the end of the day, it's got to continue to be the leader that I am. And when April comes, take care of business.
Donovan, what can you, as a team, learn from a tight game down the stretch where you came back in the final minute and you had a shot at the buzzer?
Yeah, execution. We did a lot of things, well, we got a few good looks in that one possession where, and I hit that last shot. We got stops. We got a 24-second violation, understanding denying them on the inbounds. I make a read and we get a steal. So different things you can learn from that. But ultimately, you want to learn, I would say, through wins than through losses. But, we're always going to give ourselves a chance. But, we should have taken care of business early, and we didn't, and that's on us.
How important is it to have Darius Garland back and in the last minutes be able to have him to go to in those final minutes?
I think it creates, confusion. We ran the play 3 times in a row. He got 3, they didn't call it, then they got another 3 and missed. He got a layup the same. There was an offensive or a rebounding foul. He got the same play and gets a layup. Because their teams are so stuck on the pick and roll with him and J.A. Now here I am setting another screen, so who do you stay with? You know what I mean? So then you come down the court, he sets another screen, I get by Max, you get to a foul. There's so many things you can play with, and then on top of that, you have Karis LeVert, who's in the corner as well, can get going. Then you have Jay, who's there for his pocket and his finishes as well. So it's great to have DG back out there, man, and just continue. And you saw it, I think he went, when he came in, it was a 10-0 run, was it 12-2 run, something like that. So, that's what he's capable of, and he's continuing to build into form. And it's great to see.
Throughout, you mentioned the 12-2 run and the 10-point swing that he had. Does that make you feel like he's back to being his old self?
Yeah, I think, it's just a matter of, when you lose 13 pounds, you don't eat for whatever it is, and you're out not playing basketball. It's not just expected to come back and be the same person. You're going to take time to build, and you're seeing it, continuously, and I think that's something that, breeds confidence in him and breeds confidence in us. We all know who he is. We understand that, he's going to continue to build back into who he is. And, nights like tonight are great. I think I said it with Evan against San Antonio, where I said having that game, was great for him mentally because coming off his surgery. I think tonight was, even though it was a loss, great for him mentally because it's, he can see it, continue to build and grow from that.
Back to Chris's question about the MVP conversation. Does it matter to you?
The award? Or
the not being in the you talked a lot about how Cleveland's not being talked about right now. Does this matter?
Yeah, I think it's motivation. I think I'm not going to say I don't want to be in those conversations and those talks. I'm not going to say I don't want an MVP. I definitely do. It's a goal of mine. I felt like I was first team last year. I'm not going to deny that and say that I don't feel that. But ultimately, for a group, for us, understanding that on the end of the day, we got to continue to build ourselves. And when it comes to April, that's when it counts. It's, I'm not gonna call it unfair. It's just the way it is. It's a regular season award, but you're judged based on a lot of your success in the playoffs, no matter what you do in the regular season. So understanding that, and like I said, taking care of business, not getting too high, getting too low with this run, but understanding that when it comes time, April, we're building good habits. When we get to April, we can handle business and make a push.
That's it, everyone. Thank you.
Appreciate it.